Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. We're back. Hell yeah. If you are new to the channel, if you could subscribe, that'd be hugely appreciated. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for showing up. And if you're already subscribed, awesome. And thank you so much for that. We are here today to talk about a film that is very, very important to me personally. That movie is First Strike, the Jackie Chan film. And this is the German media book double disc Blu-ray that just came out. I was on the fence about buying that, and then everything that I saw in my Facebook group, which is associated with this channel, and the link is in the description if you want to check that out. Everything I heard from people I was texting with about it, and everything said that it's like a genuine HD version of the full cut of the film with all the original language track. Has like people speaking different languages in it, like people are speaking English and Cantonese and whatever their like native languages are, and so I was like, all right, you know what? Got to do it. This is the first Jackie Chan movie I ever saw. So in a way, you could argue that this movie is the reason this whole channel exists. And this has been one of the Blu-ray holy grails for me for quite a while because, as you may know, Warner Brothers owns this film in the U.S. And Warner Brothers has been kind of sitting on their Hong Kong stuff, which is like, movies like Pedicab Driver, Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike. And this is like, like a proper, like, I'll show off the release in a second here. But, they have Encounter of the Spooky Kind 2, I think is like something that Warner Brothers owns. They have released Drunken Master 2 and Mr. Nice Guy in Blu-ray editions. People have been dissatisfied with those editions of those films for various reasons. I was very happy that they came out at all, so you didn't hear me complain about it. I did positive reviews of those releases on the channel. I'm just happy that the movies exist on Blu-ray. But this was really like, this is it for me. Like, this is like kind of Rumble in the Bronx is not a movie that I have a really strong nostalgic attachment to. I know like tons of people do, but for me, it's not one of those movies. So this is like kind of the last Jackie Chan holy grail for me. And now I have it and I'm really, really, really excited about it. So I'm going to do a different video where I show off all of the Hong Kong stuff I've gotten recently because there's like a shitload of it since I last made a pickups video. But this is a special release for me because I saw this movie, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was released in the U.S., was it January of 97? And then I think Operation Condor came out like 6 months later. And I saw both of them in theaters, and I just immediately became a Jackie Chan fan. But like, can you imagine, like, I kind of knew who Jackie Chan was. The reason I saw this movie is that a lot of my friends in school had seen Rumble in the Bronx. And I didn't see it, but they were like, this movie's crazy. And like the stuff that this guy can do, like the martial arts, the stunts, like you got to go see some of his movies. So when this one came out, I was like, oh, that's that guy. I got to go see that movie. And like the scene with the ladder, right? Amazing. And the scene with the snowmobiles, right? And this movie came out, also worth remembering. This movie came out not that long after GoldenEye. And GoldenEye, I had always liked James Bond films. Like I loved watching them on TV, the Roger Moore and Sean Connery ones especially. And I remember seeing License to Kill a number of times on TV when I was a kid too, probably because that movie came out when I was a kid. But GoldenEye was like this big moment for me where I was like, James Bond is amazing. I am a James Bond fan. And like the way they modernized the series, they made it very 90s. They made it very relevant to, people who were becoming big fans of going to the movies at the time, like my generation of people. I think I was 11 or 12 when that movie came out. And so I was really excited about that style of storytelling, of like international espionage, globetrotting, intrigue, action set pieces, a little bit of comedy and stuff. And that's exactly what this movie is. Like this movie is very much like a Jackie Chan James Bond movie. Like he's traveling all over the world. He's like on this mission. He's kind of a secret agent. There's that, like I said, the snowmobile scene and he's hanging from the helicopter, like all the amazing stunts and the action in this movie and the comedy. And I was just sold like right away. And this is like a very important movie for me. And I put it on my list of my top 15 Jackie Chan films, if you've seen that on the channel. But so this is the front cover, obviously. Then you have this spine here, if I can get that all in. And then here is the back cover. It's all in German, so I'm not going to read it to you because I do not read German. And then we open it, and here is disc 1. It should be noted that it's unclear, and then here's so there's a booklet in the middle here. It is unclear whether or not this is a legitimate release. Like I don't know whether this company was able to license this film for Germany and then get like all of the proper source materials and do new scans. Or if they just were able to find an HD version of like the original. This is just German text on orange paper, so I'm just skipping it to see if there's any more pictures in here. But if you speak German or read German, there's like 20 pages worth of essays and stuff here, so exciting and probably worth checking out. And then here is disc 2. So again, I don't know if this is a legit release or not. I know that there are a lot of German releases that are bootlegs, as evidenced by the fact that when Shout Factory announced that they had acquired the rights to all the Cinema City titles, those German releases suddenly disappeared from Amazon. So there's the 84-minute version of the film on here, and then there's the 107-minute version of the film, and there's multiple language tracks, and there's I'm just trying to see what I can parse from the... So it looks like there's German subtitles. Then for the short, the 84-minute cut, which I'm assuming is the Warner Brothers, whichever one was released theatrically in the U.S. That is, it has Dutch and English language tracks, audio, and then for the other cut, there's Dutch, English, and Mandarin. But from what I've been told, for the extended cut, the one that's labeled English is the one that has multiple languages and people speaking in their own languages. So I'm gonna be checking that out. I'll report back on this release in the future. But I'm just so excited to have this. So I have a digital copy of the Japanese version of First Strike. That's like the main version I've been watching recently because it has the full version of the film as opposed to I have the DVD of the American release, which is the much truncated version. And it has like the Japanese title card on it, and like the title card is in Japanese, so that's how I know it's the Japanese version of the film. And it has optional Japanese subtitles. I don't know where I got that from. Like I genuinely can't remember. I've had it for like maybe 12 or 13 years at this point, but it's definitely DVD quality. Like it's not HD. It's not like super nice. It's not terrible, but I'm just really excited. So it's First Strike. My name is Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. We're back, baby. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.